Joe Gomez, what is happening?
Nothing much. How are you?
I am good. I'm excited to speak to you today. Thank you. You're away with England at the minute. How's that?
Yeah, I mean, first day of the camp. It's always nice to meet up with the lads. Obviously, this one feels like the third of the three in succession, like back after back. So it's nice. Yeah, you just carry on in a flow sort of thing. So it's always nice to meet up.
Of course. And speaking to us today, because the Pokemon and FA have got a nice partnership. And we're going to speak to you. We're going to ask you some nice Christmassy questions because it's going to be here. The holidays are right around the corner, Joe. And we'd like to know what you'd get your teammates this holiday season. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I'll give it a good go. I'm not the most creative, but I'll try.
We'll help you out. We'll do it as a team, eh?
Yeah.
And we're going to start with some of your Liverpool teammates. Now, your centre-back partner, Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
He's not on the pitch at the minute. So what would we get him to cheer him up?
Virgil's into his fashion. I think I'd try and get hold of like a exclusive pair of trainers or something.
Aye.
Yeah, I think that's something he'd buzz off. So something down that route. Try and get exclusives though. Something that he'd be like one
Never
of.
seen before. What kind of colour? What kind of vibe would you be going for?
To be fair, he can be quite vibrant dependent on the trainer. Like, so if it is because the exclusives were like multicolored or whatever, he'd go for it. So I think, yeah, just something not over the top because for no reason, but yeah, anything, and as long as they're exclusive, that I think that it'll be alright.
As long as no one else is wearing them to train in.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay. How about we go for the man himself, Mo Salah? You got him this Christmas. What would you treat him to?
If there was like some special recovery technology that came out, like some new piece of kit that could help him with recovery or his body and stuff. Mo's very professional, and I think he'd really appreciate that, and yeah, he'd buzz off it. So I don't know what it would be, but something along those lines.
Well, he's wanted on the pitch so regularly now. International, Liverpool. He needs to be top of his game. So I'm sure.
Yeah, but he does. He takes care of himself. So that's the main thing. He's always available, isn't he? So something's working.
Exactly. Okay. How about on the other side of that attacking trio? How about Sadio Mane?
I think Sadio's into fragrances as well. I think I'd get Sadio like a nice fragrance, something that he'd enjoy, and I think he'd like that. So not too difficult there. I'll just go and pick one from the shop. Do
you smell him when he enters a room before you see him then?
You can do some days, which is good. No, that's always a nice presence to have. So yeah, when he chooses to, he likes a nice oud, I think.
Nice. Okay. How about Genie? What would you get for Jan?
Genie. Genie's into his photography, so I think I try and get a nice camera for him. Obviously, you can go pretty extreme with cameras. So maybe something more vintage, something that's like, obviously you can get silly, like expensive cameras. And that'll be a bit unfair if I'm getting Sadio some perfume and then Genie a big old camera, but maybe like a vintage camera, something that's like got a cool effect to it and that Genie could enjoy.
Nice, one of those proper Victorian ones with the blanket head.
You've wind it and then something like that.
Nice one. Okay, how about the man that stands behind you on the pitch? How about Alisson?
Ali wouldn't ask for much. I think I'd make like a thoughtful pick, like a thoughtful book choice. I think he'd appreciate. He takes his time to read and so on. So a nice book that I think he'd appreciate and something he'd like. I think that's all he'd ask for, to be fair, I think.
Wicked. Has he read Robbo's book then?
I'm not sure. Robbo would give us all a copy, so I'm sure Robbo would just be disappointed if he hadn't. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to put him on the spot, but I'm not sure.
You can't get anyone that for Christmas then. They've all got it.
Yeah, everyone's got that already. Everyone's sorted. Robbers and Millies, we've all got copies of them. So
wicked.
yeah.
Okay. How about Robbo himself then?
I could just get Robert a microphone, I reckon, just so he can just shout down maybe a boombox that he can carry around with him. He can just crack all his jokes out loud to the whole training ground for him.
Would that go down well with your teammates?
Yeah.
And
I don't know if they'd appreciate it, but he would, and that's all that matters. I think it's for him, so I think he'd be happy.
How about the boss then?
The boss likes a cap, a baseball cap. So I reckon I'd get him like a nice customized one. I think he'd appreciate something custom, so a nice custom hat that's a good shape, good fit, and with a nice slogan. I don't know what it would be, but something along those lines.
Nice little subtle Premier League and Champions League trophies on the back.
Could do. Add to his array of trophies.
There we go then. Next, we're going to go to your club and country teammates. How would you Christmas Trent Alexander-Arnold?
I reckon some technology or something. I'd get a Trent like a nice pair of headphones or something. I know he loves a pair of Beats, so maybe a custom pair of them. Something with his name on 66. Something along those lines.
That's nice. Something he can wear when he's gaming as well. He's very into his
his gaming, so something he can wear at home. Got the mic and that, and everything's sorted.
Has that come up with the boys in training yet? His defeat to Diogo Jota in the Premier League.
I think Diogo's given them a little bit, because I think it was when Diogo was still at Wolves, wasn't it? When they played each other. Yeah, so I think that broke the ice when Diogo come in, something to just give Trent a bit about. But he's not gloated too much now, I don't think. But I think he's given a bit of stick person.
That's good. I'm sure we'll see the rematch before long.
Yeah.
And how about some of your other England teammates? What would you get Marcus Rashford this holiday?
Again, I think Marcus is quite fashionable. I think he's into like his fashion, and probably something exclusive, not trainers, but something like a nice piece of clothing, like a nice jacket or something along those lines that he'd appreciate. Because he's a classy guy, so something along those lines.
He's a well-dressed man, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How about H then? How about Harry Kane?
I know H likes his golf, so if money was no object, a nice set of golf clubs, something along those lines. That I'm sure he's got a very good set already, but something along those lines.
Nice, I'm sure he'd like that. Bit of downtime, anything for you on the 9 holes?
Yeah, nothing. I'd never be able to play with him, but I'm sure he'd enjoy it.
You don't think you'd keep up with Harry on that one now?
Yeah, no chance. But I'd take some tips from him, maybe he could give me some lessons, but I'd never be able to play alongside him.
Nice. Okay, how about Jaden?
I think Jaden would appreciate, he's into his music. So I think, if everything was back to normal and, he could get hold of some backstage passes to, a good concert, someone he's into, I think he'd enjoy that. So, I'd go down that route for Jaden, I think.
I think we're all missing a bit of that, aren't we?
Exactly. Hopefully we get back to that soon.
Fingers crossed you can get back to that. But how about Phil Foden?
I'm assuming. I think Phil's a gamer, so if I get my hands on the new PS5 or something like that, something along those lines, I reckon they'd appreciate it.
Definitely. You thinking about getting one of the next gens? Got your eye on either?
Yeah. Probably more PlayStation, man. If I could get my hold on one, it's difficult now. It's high in demand, isn't it? So just getting a pre-order is difficult at the moment. But
how about Raz? What would you get Raheem Sterling?
I don't think Raz is a big gamer. I think he plays a bit, but I don't think he's like the likes of Trent or Tammy or so on. So something music related, if I could get hold of something like that. I don't know, but along those lines as well.
And then one final present. What about yourself? If you were buying yourself a present this holiday, what are you going for?
That's a good question. I could give my missus some hints if she watches this back at any point, but I don't know. at this point, I think we'd all just like some normality. That would be a nice gift, but material. I'm into the breeding. Like, I like a good book. If someone could guarantee that I'm gonna read a book that's like gonna wow me, and she could take a good pick, then that would be enough for me. Nothing, not into nothing crazy, to be fair.
Oh, nice. Thank you for that, Joe. That was wicked. And we got to speak to you today because the FA and Pokemon have teamed up for a new futsal program. But I just want to ask you, are you a Pokemon fan?
That's something that growing up that I was definitely a big fan of. Pikachu will always be a memorable character for me. So I think for someone of my age, it was definitely a big part of my childhood. And so it's a legendary thing in my eyes.
Well, maybe that's what you can put top of your list: a big, massive Pikachu plush, cuddle around.
That'd be a good shout, yeah. That would be a good shout.
So, good luck with England and Liverpool this season. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you.